All right. Good morning, Keller Williams. How are we doing today? Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for being here. Whoops. I almost just kicked somebody out. Whoops. All right. So we're going to start today the way we always start our Friday calls. Why is Zoom freaking out on me? All right, cool. We're going to start today the way we always start our Friday calls, with some gratitude. And I have gratitude for all the amazing people with their videos on. And I know there are more of you out there that want to say hello. So let's get our videos turned on so we can say hello to each other. And let's kick off this beautiful Friday morning. I don't know about you, but it is beautiful here in Ridgefield. It's a gorgeous day out. Gorgeous day. Let's kick it off with some gratitude. I got Dana Levin already with her hand raised. I love it. What do you got for us, Dana?
Okay, well, I have gratitude probably at least 20 times over for Joe McHugh, because I spoke to him. I wanted to add some pages to my website, and I had a vision, and it took 3 one-on-one sessions, but he figured out what I needed to do and guided me through it, so I was able to do it, and I love the results. So thank you, Joe, 100 times over.
Awesome. All right. So for those of you who don't know, Joe McHugh is our tech trainer. He does one-on-one tech trainings with all of our agents at any time. There's an email that goes out every week with the link for you to book those one-on-ones on his calendar. All right. That is the best way for you to get on his calendar to do that. So, all right. Thank you, Joe McHugh, for being there. And I'll just announce it now as opposed to doing it later. We're continuing our 2 weeks of command training next week. So join us at 11:30 here in the Zoom room every day next week for more command training with Joe. All right. Who else has some gratitude for us today? Let's see. Let's keep the energy going. We've got just all you got to do is unmute yourself, and that's how I know you want to share. David Lee.
Yes, sir. I have some gratitude for Jen Henry. I always loved doing a one-on-one with Jen. She always has really got some good ideas and helps our business. And so just a shout out to Jen.
All right.
Well, thank you. It is my honor and pleasure to coach you guys.
So for those of you who are not working with the amazing Jen Henry, reach out, find a time to meet with her about her program, because it is producing incredible results. All right. John Mendez.
Hey, I like to second what David said and thank Jen Henry as well. She's great.
All right. See, if you're not working with Jen Henry, or you don't know what everybody's talking about, if you join us on these Friday calls, Jen Henry is without a doubt the most shouted out person in the organization. So she's doing something right. So if you're not sure what's going on there, talk to Jen, talk to Danny, talk to your team leader, talk to whoever, and find out more. All right.
Hey,
are we still in gratitude?
Number 1 in the country.
Number 1 in the country. All right. Dream coaching.
Hey, are we still in gratitude?
Of course we are, Jen Davis, but it's Moses's turn. He unmuted first, so it's going to be Moses's turn next. Okay. I'll come back to you. Don't worry.
All right.
All right.
I have 2. One is for Rick Scott. I don't remember when he had suggested about, or he talked about, psychology of money, which I just finished reading yesterday. It's 20 chapters, every day, 20 minutes. In 20 days, it was done. Nice. And the next one is Marcel. I've been working with Marcel. Marcel sent a couple of people for me to help out, and it went really well. It's going well. There is a listing where I'm working on. It's her client, but we're gonna do a 50-50 on that. And then there was another one who closed on Wednesday. I showed property to him. He is an investor, and she closed. She was in Africa when I was helping her out. So thank you for both of them, Rick Scott and Marcel.
Love it. All right. Thank you, Moses. Jennifer Davis, you're up.
Yeah, I still want to give gratitude to Debbie Orr because she has been so helpful to me and encouraging and motivating. And I have come such a long way in just these few weeks, and I really appreciate her.
All right. Love it. Thank you, Jennifer. I have appreciation for Anna Holinsky, who just turned on her video. So I only have 2 blank spaces left. I need 2 more people to turn on their video. Come on. 2 more people. And then I'll have a full screen of video, which is my favorite. I like having all the Brady Bunch. All right. Who else has some gratitude? All right. I got gratitude for Carlos and Herman. Just turned on their video. Now I got a full screen. Love it. All right. Who else has some gratitude for us today? Herman, you're up. See? There you go.
I have gratitude for coffee.
Hey, it's the simple things in life, man. It's the
It
simple
is.
things in
It
life.
is.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Michelle Sperry, go.
I have some gratitude for Deb. I don't know her. I've never met her in person, but I just wanted to send an email to a small group of people, and I was determined to do it in command, and I could not watch another flippin' video. And on her own time, after hours, not only did she help me when I did it, she sent me an email and follow up, and I felt like I had a gold star on my forehead. And once in a while, you just need somebody to give you a gold star on your forehead. So I am so grateful for Deb Orr. Thank you.
Love it. Love it. Thanks, Michelle. All right. Who else? I was listening. So part of my, part of the conversation we had a couple weeks ago around, you grow, your business grows to the extent that you do, right? And so I've started listening to podcasts again, and I went back to the One Thing podcast just because it was always one of my favorites, hosted by Jeff Woods. And there was a conversation that Jeff and Jay Papasan had the other day around gratitude, and how gratitude is the first and easiest step towards giving. And giving is one of the most powerful things that you can do. Giving of your time, giving of your money, giving of your leadership. But all of those take time, whereas giving gratitude is free and it's easy, and it's the highest form of energy. So one last call for gratitude. If anybody else wants to get their energy up today, we're going to go one last round. All right, Anna Holinsky.
Yes, I am very grateful for the KW agents because we can compare. I mean, I don't want to compare, but when I get my first listing, I really understood where I am and how big family we are, and for all, support. And I mean, it's no even words to express. I'm very grateful for everything, and it's really brings such an energy, and it's amazing. And when couple agents in the same day brought me not only offers but the great support, it without jealousy. Like before in a different company, it was like sometimes different games, but here it's a really, really like great relationship, and our culture is very warm. I'm very grateful for KW and for our market centers. Thank you.
Love it. Thank you.
I just want to say that Jeannie had unmuted herself, and I want to give a shout out to Jeannie because I saw her desk yesterday, and then I thought to myself, you know what? I need a home fortress like that.
Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. My quick shout out is to the Market Center for handling all of the pie stuff, because Todd and I used to do it, and it's so amazing that it's just taken care of, and all we have to do is send emails, call our clients, and show up. So thank you.
Love it. And I love that shout out, because if you were not aware, we have Pie Day coming up in like 2 weeks. Next week is the deadline to get your pie orders in. I believe it's the 15th is the deadline for that, because we need to be able to get the order. We order so many pies. Even though it's Costco, like we still need to give them like at least a week notice, because it's literally like 1,000 pies that they have to bake for us. So yeah, so we need to get those orders in by, I believe, the 15th. Okay. Thank you, Jeannie. All right. A couple announcements. Like I just mentioned, we've got Pie Day coming up in 2 weeks on the 22nd. Deadline to get your orders in is Monday, the 15th. All right. Next week, we've got again our command series continuing Monday through Thursday. All right. And then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you've got Tech 101s with Joe. And then we have kind of a special, I'm pretty excited to bring this to everybody. I've done for 3 years now, I've been teaching Quantum Leap as part for young adults, for high school and college age students. And I'm actually really excited to teach it for the first time for all of you. But what is normally an 8-hour full day, like in-depth deep dive into the system, I've taken it and I'm breaking it down into 4 1-hour classes. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday next week, we're going to be doing Quantum Leap. The sessions will be for 1 hour only, starting at 1 p.m. All right. So it's an hour of your day, and they tie in perfectly with today's bold law, which is change your thinking, change your world. All right. Everything. And we're going to talk like a lot about this next week during Quantum Leap, but everything starts with your thoughts. And so if you want to change anything in your world, the first thing to do is change your thinking, because everything starts with your thoughts and goes from there. And we're going to talk a lot more about this next week, but Quantum Leap is essentially a class that was built by Gary Keller around the thinking and the things that he does and the strategies that he's used throughout his life, the models that he's used throughout his life to build what he's built. Build Keller Williams, KW Maps Coaching, Keller Mortgage, Keller Covered, all the other businesses that come along with it, right? KW Command, everything that he's built up is kind of based on the models that we teach in this class. So change your thinking, change your world. Today's bold law. What are your thoughts on that? I know it's a pretty big one.
May I throw in one more thing just before we get this topic started?
Sure.
Wednesday at 3, I'm going to do a stats collection and an instruction on how to collect stats to track the current trend in the market and predict the future. 3 o'clock on Wednesday and 11 o'clock on Friday, putting your goals into command so you can automatically track where you are in your progress toward your annual goals.
Awesome. Debbie, can you get those over to Marlon so we can get them in the calendar? Because we don't have those in the calendar.
I did do. I just popped those over to him. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So Wednesday at 3 and Friday at 11. Wow. I am proud of my memory on that one. All right. All right. So change your thinking, change your world. What is it in your world that you would love to change, and how does your thinking around it have to change in order to make it possible? Yes, Jeannie.
I think it's really, again, it's all about, everything always combines together. It's about Mindset Monday. It's about, you wake up every morning and you're going to say, okay, I'm going to take a listing today. And you're just focused. So it's just putting it out there, saying it out loud, writing it down on a piece of paper, and then just doing it. One other thing, I think today, Dan, at 1 o'clock isn't it Ask Jeannie and Todd Anything?
You are correct.
Okay.
1 p.m. today, right here in the Zoom room. We've got Jeannie Kassendorf and Todd Auslander of the
They said almost anything, Jamie.
Almost.
You can ask them almost anything. All right. Let's try to keep it business related. Number one, first rule. Let's try to keep the questions business related. All right. But let's also try to keep them, respectful of Jeannie and Todd as well. All right. Yeah, ask them almost anything. All right. They've built $100 million business, Jeannie, with like 5 people. So
we have 7 people.
7 people now, right?
And yeah,
$100 million business. I love it. Love it. So you can ask them anything today at 1 o'clock right here in this Zoom room. So yeah, everything starts with mindset, right? So Jeannie just said something that I find interesting, because what is the number one comment that you think, what do you think is the number one response when an agent is asked, how's the market? What do you think is the number one response, John?
Oh, I didn't mean to unmute, but I don't know. The market's crazy right now.
Yeah, the market's crazy right now. Okay. What else? Jerry.
Busy.
Jerry Sexton, everybody.
Oh, it's not supposed to say that.
Well, it's just Jerry Sexton's forehead, actually. I can't see the rest of your
Market's
face. Just like
busy,
from the nose
but
up.
I do have something to share, and it comes from the quantum, change your thinking, change your world. We went to a wedding on Saturday, and it was a Harry Potter themed wedding. It was very different, very cool. And the groom apparently is a huge Twitter person. So he had all these little frames were all magnetized up, and you were to take one. These were all his Twitter things over the years. And this one said that we took said the
tweets.
True competitor wants to win, wants to prepare to win just as much as he wants to win, because he understands how much the former leads to the latter.
So that was your tweet, huh?
It
That was
wasn't
the tweet you
mine.
took? Well, no, that's the tweet you took.
Yeah.
Say that 10 times fast.
So
I
I
love
thought
it.
that was cool. The true competitor wants to prepare to win just as much as he wants to win, because he understands how much the former leads to the latter.
Absolutely. Love that. Right? It's all about mindset, preparation.
Planning.
What else?
No inventory.
No inventory. All right. No inventory. What else?
Ask them why they're asking.
Okay, that's a great response, but definitely not the number one response I hear from agents, at least. Right? Typically, the most common response is, "Oh, the market's crazy," or "Oh, there's just not enough inventory." Right? Those are the two most common responses. And here's what I would say with that: is the market crazy? Maybe, right? Or is your one of the questions I ask all the time. I used to ask this question 2 years ago of agents a lot. What would you love your business to look like, right? How many transactions would you be selling? How many clients would you be working with, et cetera, right? Well, here's the thing. A lot of people are now operating at that level than where they wanted to be 2 years ago. And for no reason other than the fact that the market has just scaled up, right? Everything's gotten crazier. And so the question I ask them now, is this how you pictured it? Is this what you pictured your business looking like at this level? Or did you picture it a little bit differently? And when somebody says, "Oh, the market's crazy," that tends to tell me that it's not quite how they pictured it, right? Because then can you imagine yourself doing twice as much as that, right? But it all becomes, it all starts with your mindset. Let's look at the listings, right? Yeah, there's no inventory. I've been researching these AI driven companies to help identify potential sellers and buyers. And one of them sent me a list. I asked them to send me some sort of numbers. They had a list of over 5,000 likely sellers in Fairfield County. Likely sellers based on millions of data points. 5,000 likely sellers. So what is the mindset around that? Is it that there's no inventory, or is it that we just haven't found it yet? Right?
It could also mean that their algorithms are incorrect.
Except for the fact that they predicted 19 listings in the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
Right.
I guess I'm saying only because I found myself on one of those lists a couple of years ago, and we're still not anywhere near going to sell our house.
All right, so let's think of it this way. If they have a 1% accuracy rate, 1%, right? How many homes would that be?
50.
50. How many people on this call would like 50 listings over the next 2 months? Right? Okay, everybody. Now, how many people on this call would 50 listings over the next 2 months change their world? Change your thinking, change your world. All right, we've gone over our allotted time limit here, but if you want to focus on changing your thinking, please join me at 1 o'clock all next week for Quantum Leap. And we're going to be diving into a ton of ways that you can change your thinking around things and identify limiting beliefs and things that are kind of limiting your world. And so that you can change your thinking and change your world. All right. Thank you, everybody. Happy Friday. Let's get out there and sell some houses on this rainy Friday and this beautiful weekend that we're going to have. And we will see you back here at 9 a.m. Monday morning for our Mindset Monday, as well as all of the other trainings that we have throughout the day and throughout the week right here in the Zoom room. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Bye.